double check, triple check. I'm pretty sure I double checked everything. 94 3.0 rebuild. We're gonna do a first start. Been working on it for about 6 hours, putting it back together. All the fluids are good. Let's give it a shot. It was hesitating a bit, so I'm gonna check it out real quick just to make sure. The smoke is normal, burning the exhaust gasket. Oh, my fault. I totally forgot. We did the EGR delete, and I totally forgot to fill up the vacuum ports, so the vacuum ports are still open, so let me go ahead and do that real quick. That's why it was hesitating so bad, because it has a vacuum leak. I didn't thought about that. I was stepping on the brakes, and I was like, why do I have no brakes? Because the brake booster wasn't plugged in. So, damn, I thought I'd double check. I guess I must have not triple checked. Okay, take two, brake boosters plugged in. One of the vacuum port wasn't plugged in, so I plugged it in. Let's go ahead and give another start. That's why I was hesitating, and it was like super scary. Doing first start is always good or scary. That's what I'm a little bit worried about because I don't have any record of how it was running before. I'm gonna start it. Once it runs good, I'm gonna back it out so we don't get it don't get smelly in here. All right, let's give it a shot. Sounds good, looks good. All that exhaust is blowing back into my garage. We do have to adjust the timing, so the timing hasn't been adjusted yet, but that's very normal when you do your first start. I'm gonna let it warm up real quick and then we'll go ahead and get the timing gun out. I also want to check the tranny fluid, so we'll check it out and see how it is. Transmission fluid is low, so we're gonna top it off. Training gear oil is good. So the idle's around 1500, which is a bit high, so I think that's because of the timing. So we're gonna go ahead and do the timing now because it's up to temperature. The heater works great right now too. timing's way off. Just got shot. I'm trying to get the timing to around 10 degrees. Starting to sound better now. Yeah, that's much better. We'll run with this for now. The heater is nice and hot. It's around 1,000 RPM right now, which is normal. I'm gonna go ahead and take the hood off. The hood is on top of the canopy. Take it for a quick spin around the neighborhood. I'll be back. Here is the final product of this rebuild. 3.0 3VZE, EGR deleted, full tune-up, full top and rebuild, new radiator. We did went ahead and use some reuse some new stuff. Like we went ahead and reused the spark plug. The coolant holes were still in good shape. The belts were still good. So we went ahead and reused all that, but everything else is pretty much brand new. Runs good. I mean, it's very gutless, but it runs good. Only took it around the block. Didn't get up to like more than maybe 15 miles an hour. So tomorrow I'll go ahead and give it another test drive on the highway. See how it runs on the highway. Went ahead and installed the hood already, just so we can make some room in the garage. And then I want to do at least 50 miles. I want to put at least 50, 60 miles just to make sure everything's good before I send this off to the customer. But there it is, 3.0, nothing really interesting to see. Like I said, did some really basic stuff. And fun project, but I don't think I ever want to do a 3.0 rebuild anymore. It's just really not worth it. I mean, it's 3.4 swap is the way to go. If you guys have a 3.0 and you guys have a head gasket or engine issue, don't bother rebuilding it. Don't bother putting another 3.0. Just go 3.4. The hardest thing, one of the hardest thing was just trying to get the exhaust stuff. So when I was doing this, I was planning to do this whole engine rebuild with the engine inside the engine bay. And when I got the intake manifold, all that stuff removed down to the belly, the two valleys of the heads, it was super hard to get the crossover out. It was hard to get the downpipe out. And I was just like, man, screw this. I'm just going to yank the engine out. And I decided to yank the engine, which I'm glad I did because it made the rebuild much more easier. But in the future, if I really have to do a 3.0 rebuild, I'm just going to go ahead and remove the engine and do it on an engine stand. Don't bother doing it in the engine bay. It sucks. It's very tight in there. But there it is. Hope you guys had a good night. It's exactly midnight right now. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Take a good shower and call it a night. I'll come back out tomorrow and make sure there's nothing leaking on the floors. Check the fluids again, check the oil, double check, and do another test drive. We went ahead to the EGR delete, so I'll keep an eye on the check engine light. If the check engine light comes on, we'll go ahead and put a resistor. And all that is this plug right here. This is the EGR plug. You just got to put a resistor in there. Just tap it in there. I'll show you. I'll do it. I'll probably most likely do it. Put a 10K resistor in there because I know check engine light will come on eventually. But other than that, man, this has been a fun project. Definitely time consuming. This whole project This project took about a good, I want to say a good 40 plus hours, or maybe 30 plus hours. Well, at least 40 hours if I was to combine it all together. But I think I had this truck for over a little bit over 2 months now. But that's just because we're waiting on parts, waiting on stuff like that. It's stages. You build stages, you go in stages. So during the stages and such like that, it's about, if you guys are doing rebuild, head gasket, or 3/4 swap, expect at least 3 months. That's what I like to tell people. 3 months, depending if everything goes smooth. If it doesn't go smooth, it might take longer. But for most part, all my rebuilds and my 3/4 swaps has been under 3 months. So that's really good for doing something like this, being a one-man person. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm sorry I didn't really document much of it because this is a client's bill, and I just don't have time to set up camera, record myself, talk. I mean, this is something I want to get done soon and fast and efficiency, because my time is very precious with what I do here and then what I do with my wife and my kids. I want to spend time with my kids too. So hope you guys enjoy. I'll see you guys on the next video.